Welcome to Quantum Finance. My name is Parker. I'm the head trader here, but I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. So in today's video, we'll take a look at the economic data, we'll go over some news, then we'll do our market recaps and market analysis. So starting here on the economic data, we did have US average hourly earnings come in 0.5% with 0.3% expected. We also got non-farm payrolls come in at 253,000 with 180,000 expected. And we also got the unemployment rate here at 3.4% with 3.6% expected. Turning to the calendar, next week on Wednesday, we have CPI and crude oil inventories. And on Thursday, we get initial jobless claims and PPI. So now we'll look at some news here. We have 86% of the companies in the S&P 500 reporting earnings, and they did come in much better than expected here. Flipping the year-over-year growth rate back into the positive territory here, up 6% year-over-year for the first time since the first quarter of 2022. And here we have the one-month Treasury bill spiking 106 basis points to the highest level we've seen, with data going back to July of 2021. And here we have the spread between the 3-month and 1-month Treasury bill moving from a record high of 1.78 to nearly a record low, down 0.5% in just 2 weeks. Bond market is going haywire right now. And we also have the unemployment rate here. This is just a chart of the unemployment rate moving down to its lowest level since 1969. And here we have a huge improvement in the prime age labor force participation rate, rising to 83.3%, which is the highest level we've had since March of 2008. And here we have the wholesale egg prices are now down over 70% from their peak back in January. And this is the money market holdings here hitting a record of 5.31 trillion, up 47 billion in 1 week, and up 100 billion in 2 weeks. And here we have the SEC issuing its largest ever award of nearly $279 million to a whistleblower. And we also have the CDC director stepping down. So now we can do our market recap here. Starting in the debt market, we have the US 10-year yield getting a green day here after bouncing off that lower extreme yesterday and wicking off this midline here on the daily. Still just chopping around here, consolidating. Looking at the dollar, we do have a red day here in the dollar after wicking off that midline as well. Just sitting down here at the lower end of this daily range. Turning to stocks, big green day here in stocks after bouncing and holding that lower extreme yesterday and bouncing off that midline here on the weekly chart. This has been a lot of volatility here in the past couple days, right? As you can see, just like this massive breakdown, big bounce, huge breakdown again, massive bounce, like just insane volatility we've been getting in the stock market recently. So we can look at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin getting a green day today after bouncing off of that midline here, turning green on the week. XRP getting a green day as well, still just consolidating down here at the lower end of this daily range. Not too much action here in XRP for some time, but as you can see here on the weekly chart, just still holding above this midline here. Now we can look at commodities. Oil getting a big green day here in oil after getting a massive wick to the downside yesterday. Getting back up inside of that daily lower extreme here. Turning to gold, big red day here in gold after getting that all-time high print yesterday. Coming down and wicking off that midline today. Looking at silver, big red day here in silver as well. It tried to get a squeeze up, but not really able to break these highs back here from the middle of April. Just pulling back down here, getting a wick almost here off that midline as well. So now we can do our market analysis here. We'll look at the volume analysis here on the S&P 500. As you can see, we've had a lot of volume recently. Another high volume day here, getting above that volume average, with majority buying today. So we can look at the 3 minutes, see what kind of action we got. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this was yesterday when we got, that sideways action after bouncing off that lower extreme on the daily chart. So this was today. As you can see, we got a big gap up here, getting a nice push here off the open, pulling back into the VWAP area before getting a really nice push here into the afternoon, and with a slight pullback into the close here. So now we can zoom out a little bit. We can look here at the 15-minute. As you can see, getting that nice gap up squeeze. If you remember yesterday's video, I was talking about this squeeze here, and I was expecting some type of large either gap up to the upside or downside today. So we did get our big gap up today, and as you can see, just getting a nice push up to run into this downtrend line that we have here before, just kind of holding below it and then eventually breaking out and getting a nice push up here to this upper extreme on the 15-minute chart. As you can see here on the 2-hour chart, just a nice reversal day here after holding that last week's lows yesterday. So now we can look at the VIX and the NASDAQ. So as you can see, big gap down here in the VIX, pulling back down, working its way down to this lower level here from this gap. As you see on the NASDAQ as well, getting a really strong day here, pushing all the way back up to these previous highs. So now we can talk about some trades here. You can look here at the 3 minute. So there was a nice trade here in the morning. As you can see, getting a nice push up, pull back into VWAP right on top of the previous high of the day. So this was a really nice entry here for call options to place a bet for continuation up here to this downtrend line that we have drawn. As you can see here, zoom out a little bit. Very nice play for a bounce off VWAP to make a move to this downtrend. And there was also another trade, obviously, when we got this downtrend break. This was also a nice opportunity as well for call options to take advantage of this bullish breakout here to the upside. So yeah, some really nice day for call options here with this play off VWAP and this play of this downtrend break. So yeah, really strong day today. A lot of buying coming in. Really strong reversal, to be honest. Honestly, I have no idea where this market, what it's going to do. I mean, this is just really elevated volatility here. But as you can see, closing the week here with another strong wick to the upside. And this is bullish price action. 2 weeks in a row getting really strong wicks to the upside here on the weekly chart. But yep, that'll do it for the video. Appreciate y'all watching, and I will talk to y'all later.